Hello there, I'm Sam Krahl. I'm the head of training at EMBO, and I want to talk to you about another way that you can use the mentorship platform to develop peer mentoring groups. So this is now not a relationship between a more senior individual and a more junior individual, but a group of people at roughly the same career stage, maybe slightly different career stages, coming together to support each other. I want to give you a peer mentoring methodology based around peer coaching. One of you is going to be the mentee, and so you are going to bring the topic or the goal to the conversation. And everybody else is going to support you with that topic or goal that you're looking for help with. You're going to need one of you to be a facilitator. So your job essentially is just to ensure that the process is followed. One of you to take responsibility for taking notes so that the mentee is sure to get the advice they're looking for and the help. And then we have the peer mentors, coaches, who are going to do the thinking and the support. And so the process is as follows. Mentee explains the goal. And the goal, you're going to want to express it as specifically as you can. If you can make it measurable, that will be helpful. So how many applications do you want to write? How much improvement do you want to see? Whatever it is that you're looking for support with. Make it something achievable, something that you can actually work towards. Make it something relevant that this collection of professionals might be able to help you with and that's going to be useful to you. And you always want to set yourself deadlines. By when do you want the goal achieved? The clearer you can be on these criteria, the more effectively this group of people are going to be able to help you. Step 2 is that the mentee explains reality. So how do things look now? If you're seeking to, apply for an ERC grant, have you applied for one before? If you're seeking a new position in your department, what experience do you have of interviewing? What experience do you have of running small parts of that department? Try to keep the reality relevant. You don't want to overload these people with information, but it's going to be helpful for them to understand where you are and what sorts of opportunities and possibilities you have so that they can give advice. This group here, if you feel you need more information, you can ask clarifying questions or questions to get more information from the mentee, either about the goal or the reality. But at this stage, we're not giving advice. We're just collecting our goal and the information we need. Facilitator, it's your job to hold them back if they start already to offer advice. That's the next step. Step 3 is that the mentee now becomes an observer for a moment. And the peer group discusses the goal and how they might get to it. And I would encourage you to have as much diversity in this group as you can, because everyone will see things a different way, people will have different ideas, take different approaches, and you don't know which one is actually going to be helpful to the mentee at this point. And so see if you can make this group nice and diverse, and you're going to discuss options. So if this was your problem, if you were that person, how would you approach this? What would you do? And the mentee is listening to that conversation, but they're not taking part in it. They're just listening out for things that they might actually be able to do. And the note taker, you are capturing this discussion. The 4th step is that the mentee then comes back into the conversation and identify things they will do. So what is it that they're actually going to take forward? Maybe this person had a great idea that seems to the mentee like it could be a thing they could do. And so then you can collectively help the mentee plan a strategy for that option. And again, remember, you're going to be looking to set a deadline here. And so the process we're using here is called GROW, goal, reality, options, will. It's a coaching process, and so facilitator, your job is to ensure that these steps are done in order and that we get the goal clear before we dig into the reality, and that once reality has been clarified, the mentee sits back and listens to this group discussing options, and then you can facilitate the mentee working out what they will actually do. We set the goal before we talk about reality just to give some optimism and some hope and some focus to the conversation. So it's possible for you to set this up among yourselves. You can arrange when to meet. I would encourage you to meet on a regular basis for this, and maybe you take it in turns to be the mentee, or maybe you have a few meetings focused on one person's challenge, depending on the scale of that challenge. But this is another option for mentoring, where you can be very supportive to each other, as well as the options available for finding an individual mentor to work with. I wish you good luck.